Hello, so we are about to set off for Sefton Park now. It's time. Are you still feeling anxious?
No.
No? You ready for it?
Yeah. I'm in.
Same here.
I'm locked in.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've seen some videos on Instagram of some of the sound check and
Yeah.
you know what it looks like and some of the lights on and all that kind of stuff, and I'm just buzzing now.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, really excited to get there, so we'll head over, maybe get some bits of footage outside and then head in and see what it's all about. Can't wait.
Like sound of like boomy music you can hear outside of a gig. It's just like getting me so excited. Hello and welcome to the post gig video.
Yeah, we just got back from Sefton Park, just seen Blossoms, and it was unbelievable, wasn't it? What a night.
Yeah. Oh, what a night. The big top with big hopes did not disappoint, did it? It was everything I wanted it to be and more. I'm buzzing right now. It might not. I'm knackered, but I'm buzzing. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
It wasn't it?
It was such a joyous atmosphere, wasn't it?
Yeah,
everyone was, hugging each other and smiling at each other and chatting to strangers and stuff.
Yeah, we made loads of friends there, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was. Do you know what? Like I've said it. I said it when we were filming and we were walking up there, but we got into Sefton Park and my anxiety just went away. Once I kind of saw what was happening and the people going in and everyone was just so happy and joyous, and it was the event and the smells, the sounds, just everything about it. I just knew it was where I was meant to be, and like, yeah, incredible feeling getting in. It took us a while to get in, didn't it? Because, you know, obviously with all of the restrictions and everything, they had to check everyone's ID, they had to check everyone's results and everything like that. So it did take a little bit of time getting in, but it was fine, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it filled up quite quickly as well. It was pretty much a full tent there for Zuzu, who was first on. It was unbelievable.
She broke our musical fast.
I almost felt a little bit emotional seeing her walking on stage. Obviously, like we know her, and we've been speaking to her a bit in the build up and stuff as well.
Yeah.
And I could sort of like feel what she was feeling a little bit, like or imagine how she was feeling in that moment. And
it was the welcome that she got. It was emotional. Yeah. It was. It was something that isn't going to happen again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that was a once in a lifetime moment, and everyone in that tent knew what was happening, and yeah, it was just a really special moment.
Yeah, I know, absolutely. And then next up it was the Lathams, who we'd not seen before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they were really impressive, weren't they? Like, I don't know if I was expecting them to be that good, really, but yeah, excellent.
I said to you, didn't I, when they were on, that like, if these aren't like headlining the other stage at Glastonbury within a couple of years, I'll be surprised.
Yeah,
they've just got that thing that works in a festival.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Crowd just loved it, didn't they?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they just have this thing that the crowd were just singing along, even if they didn't know the words. They were like singing along to the guitar parts or the bass parts or something, and that's what makes for a good headline. It's what makes for a good musical act in general, and I think like it's going to transpire that they will do very, very well. They really, really impressed me. The energy, had everyone eating out the palm of his hands, didn't he?
Yeah, definitely. And there was like a DJ on as well, wasn't there, who was like warming up the crowd before the bands came on, and then
everyone gave a really good rendition of YMCA, didn't they?
That's that was the first moment really when you felt like part of something, and like, you know, that festival feeling was back. Everyone going mad to YMCA and on shoulders and everything. And it was wild. It was wild from the get go, wasn't it? Yeah.
Like, my voice is kind of going now because we just sang sang all night, didn't we? You know, we were luckily enough we know Zuzu's songs. We were giving it the beans and singing to the ones of the Lathams that we know, and then Blossoms came on but as you say, even the ones in between, it was just like an indie disco, wasn't it?
Yeah. Really good idea.
Really great idea. It was like Franz Ferdinand and the Kooks, and I think when the Lathams came on, they were playing the Kooks, and when they like faded it out, people booed because they were just so into it.
Yeah.
They really forgot that like more music was coming. You know, it was just it was a really joyous occasion, and towards the end of the night, it did hit me. I haven't really thought about too much about how much of a huge thing it was, but it was huge. That
it was. There was a moment during Blossoms when I think you'd gone to the toilet actually, and but there was a moment where they sort of let the crowd sing back to them like a chorus or a verse, and it was where the music had cut out, and Joe, the drummer, stood up and took his ears out, you know, as if to like, I need to hear the crowd singing back at me again, like, because I've not heard that for a year. Just thought that was
said, didn't he? It was been 430 odd days since their last gig. It was incredible.
Yeah, they were insane, weren't they?
They're such a good band. You know, they've got this like expanded live act now, haven't they, with the percussion and the extra keys and everything. But as a band, they're just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And it was we said, didn't we? It was the perfect act to do this kind of event, because they just have so much that everyone can kind of get involved with. I saw people there that I didn't think would be into that kind of music, and whether they were there just for the event to be there, that's fine, but I think they would have actually been very entertained by what Blossoms did tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
Little bits like putting, you know, little tiny outros of 80s music on the end of their tracks, and all that little stuff that they do is just amazing.
And it was a lot of media coverage as there has been all week. There was loads of camera crews there. There was the One Show went live while we were there, which was a bit mad. It just, as you say, it felt really significant. It felt like, as to say, you're not going to get that again, are you? You're not going to walk into a festival with loads of cameras pointing at you and news coverage going on around you and stuff.
No, I just do hope that like this is the blueprint now, and and more things can start opening up safely. Because I want people to experience what we just experienced.
Yeah, 100%.
It was like a rebirth into music, wasn't it?
Yeah, we need it, don't we? The whole country needs it. It's not.
I hope that the other ones that happened tonight as well went well, and with the Fatboy Slim and I just I really hope that this all pushes on now. Yeah, because everyone that we spoke to was like, everything just seems dead positive, doesn't it? Everyone just kept saying like, I feel really positive now. Yeah. And it'd be a real shame if things went backwards a little bit. But that's the point of these events, isn't it? Is that we want to try stuff and see if we can open stuff. Yeah. And I just think I'd absolutely love it to carry on. Yeah.
I don't think I saw many people wearing masks there. I saw a couple walk in with masks on, and I was thinking, fair enough, because it did say, if you want to wear a mask, you can do. But even them, after 5 minutes of sort of standing in front of us, I could tell that they'd taken them off. So they changed their minds pretty quickly. So it did just feel like,
it felt normal.
Anything goes sort of thing. Yeah.
It felt normal, Yeah. And
felt safe. It
felt safe. That was the thing that it did. I felt completely safe throughout. Yeah. Everyone on the bar was wearing masks and visors and everything like that. All of the staff that were working there were all visored up. Yeah. It was just everyone, all the punters. There was, Yeah,
and it was just good that we were able to, what nonsense that you're not allowed to sing and stuff if you're watching a live act in a pub or something. Like, it's just not natural to watch something live music and not sing along. So, I mean, to be able to do that was amazing in itself, really, wasn't it?
Yeah. The whole thing, it was just great. Obviously, we're fans of all of the music that was on, so like that's that plays into it. But also, like, just being a part of like this kind of event was brilliant. We got some footage that we're gonna put into this video as well, and we put a load on our Instagram story and everything, that try and give people a dose of what it was like to be in there. Yeah. Because obviously there's some people that even like down to your postcode you weren't allowed to go in, which is a shame, but it was phenomenal. Yeah. And it just made me dead happy.
Yeah, and fingers crossed, as you say, the results are positive from this, and like people can experience what we just experienced over the summer, and festivals and gigs and stuff, and outdoor shows, which fingers crossed will all go ahead, because
and even down to like little smaller things, we like going to see people's families and and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully just general life can start moving back to a more normal state. Amazing. Yeah. So to sum up, what an incredible night.
Yeah, definitely. Was there anything that you thought, like, you thought about in the past, like, I'm not going to take that for granted anymore, or I'm not going to hate that anymore? Did there anything sort of come back in any part of gigs that you don't like?
Do you know what was mad? I felt like it went dead quick.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
When you go to a gig and you're waiting for the headliner and you think, oh, God, it's going to take ages. Yeah. Everything went dead quick.
Yeah, it did, yeah. It wasn't that
long.
Like
Zuzu finished, and we went and just had a little walk around, see what was happening and that, and went for a drink, didn't we? Next thing, we had Latham start. Yeah. And then, like, the time in between the Lathams and Blossoms, it was like, they're going to be on in a few minutes. What's going on here, I think there was stuff like that, like the waits in between bands and just... Yeah, that kind of thing. But it all just disappeared. Yeah. It was all of the cons
Yeah.
We're totally outweighed
Yeah,
by
absolutely.
the pro
yeah,
of just
yeah.
being there.
Yeah. I mean, it's our problem because we're small, but standing behind a 10-foot person never gets any easier.
Yeah,
really,
and also like you will never find a good line of sight at a gig.
I know, yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
like, we're completely fine with that
you
now.
can move around and find good vantage points
yeah.
anyway. But as you say, everything was outweighed by the event.
Do you know what? I will add one. They played My Favourite Room.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say.
And there was a girl behind us. Bless her. She was tone deaf.
Yeah, she
And
was having a great time.
She was having that's the thing. She was having a brilliant time, and it was great that she was having a great time. But I wasn't.
Yeah.
Like it's one of my. I really like that song, and like she was just like literally like here.
Yeah.
And not singing, just shouting
Yeah.
the whole thing.
It was one of them where because of the pitch, you couldn't block it out from the everything else noise around you.
No, and as I say, because she was literally like,
Yeah.
you know,
in earshot.
half a foot away from me or whatever it is. It was, yeah. Fair play to her though. She stuck by her gun. She didn't stop.
Yeah. Lasted the whole song.
She did the whole song completely out of tune. Fair play. That's a talent. That is good. You can't teach that.
No.
But I mean, if that's the worst thing that happens,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And because it was an acoustic song, you can't it's just so like magnified, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a great time, and hopefully things can go ahead now.
Yeah, when they were sort of walking off stage and that was a bit of an emotional moment as well, wasn't it? When they were all recognising the crowd and coming to the front and stuff. And amazing night. We are knackered now.
All of my energy has just gone into like, I really am sapped of all energy. But hopefully I'll wake up tomorrow and have processed a little bit more because I feel a little bit jaded.
Yeah.
I just feel like I feel like I've been at a 3-dayer.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know. I suppose it has, like, because we had to get the test yesterday and stuff, it's been on our minds for a few days now, hasn't it? And it felt like there's different stages that you need to pass to get into the gig. But yeah, we really enjoyed it, and we really hope that it can, mean that stuff can happen over the summer and beyond, and everyone can get back to doing what they love and, you know, living for these shared experiences, which is the most important thing
making
in life,
memories,
really, isn't it?
Making memories is the one, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the thing that we all want to do. So here is to the summer of love.
Yeah.
And making memories with people that, you know, that you love.
Yeah.
So
hope you've enjoyed coming along with us on the journey anyway, and, you know, fingers crossed that you guys can get involved in stuff soon as well. So yeah, if you've liked the video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, comment, and let us know what you think. And
if you were at the gig, comment and let us know what you thought of it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and subscribe to the channel if you can, because that helps us out a lot. And we're on Instagram at the Album Review Show. So yeah. Hopefully we'll see each other soon at a festival in a field somewhere, or in a sweaty room, and we can have a chat.
I'm going to bed.
I'm
going home and I'm going to bed.